Hi everybody, Frank Turner here with a quick guitar tutorial that is to do with the new record Buddies 2 that I just put out with my friend John Snodgrass. We wrote the record together in one day, and that can be an interesting writing kind of parameter to work within, giving yourself that time constraint. You can come up with some interesting stuff. Sometimes it's genius, sometimes it's not. So this is one of the songs that's been out for a little while, and because it was written in such a short period of time, it's a really simple song to play and to sing. So this isn't going to take forever, but I want to talk through the specifics of the song The Fleas. So we're in standard tuning, we have no capo, and we're going to start with an A minor 7. So it's like we've got an open A string, 2nd fret on the D string, open G string, 1st fret on the B string, and then that little finger there on the 3rd fret of the high E string, and that's going to stay there pretty much all the time. So second one's it's actually a G sus4, but essentially what we got a 3rd fret on the bottom, a blocked A string, open, 1 and 3 there. So you've got to make sure you block that A string, and then an F sus2, I think it is, an F9, I don't know. It's an F with a G on the top of it. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm using my thumb over the top there to play the 1st fret on that bottom string. Again, that A string is blocked, and then 3, 2, 1, and then that little finger still staying there on that high E string. So those are your verse chords. And then just briefly, because it's very simple, the chorus is just a normal G chord, but you can swing your fingers over from that F position and use your ring finger and middle finger on the 3rd fret on the low E string and the 2nd fret on the A string. Still that little finger staying there, and then back to that same F position that you had in the verse. So we'll talk about the middle 8, but a lot of this is about the right hand. And about it's a damping thing. So essentially this meaty part of your hand here is resting on the bridge of the guitar there. So you're kind of almost blocking the strings. And if you put it down as you hit the guitar, you can hit the guitar quite hard and you get this aggressive damping sound, which is quite cool and quite unusual. So it's got a swung feel to it. So again, as with a lot of the other guitar tutorials I mentioned, it's all about your right wrist and about tick 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 tick, not tick 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 tick. Over here you got it tick 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 tick. So your upstrokes are kind of faster, and you flick it in the wrist. And there's a stress on the 2 in each part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That thing I'm doing at the end there on that F is just pulling off my middle finger, so the G string goes from having a 2nd fret to open and then back again. And then the chorus is just like that. So that's all. It does a verse and then the chorus and the verse and the chorus. Then you get a middle 8, which is an E7. Which is, so you're finally taking that little finger off that 3rd fret there. So you've got open, 2nd, open, 1st, open, open. And then it's an F7, so it's the thumb's over there as well, and then you've got 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, and then the top string is open. And then that goes nicely over to a C chord. And then the first 2 chords again, and then into a verse. And then the only other thing in the whole song, you'll see all this when I play it through in a second. The only thing in the whole song is in the last chorus. It throws in a C before it gets the F. But what you're doing there is sort of moving forwards with your fingers. So it's 3, 2 on the low E and the A string. You got that little finger up the top there as well. And then you move to a C, which it's very easy to just flip over to a C from there, but you keep that little finger there. And then you go to that F position that I was in before, and your fingers are just gone do, 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 like that. So I'll try and show this on here. There to there to there. And obviously your first finger's halfway through hits the 1st fret of the B string, but essentially So yeah, so that's, like I say, it's a really easy song, and a lot of what I was just chatting about will become more apparent when I play it through, which I'm going to do now. So this song, which I wrote with my friend John Snodgrass, it's called The Fleas. Never thought the apocalypse would be boring. I was expecting more of a bang and less of a sigh. The TV shows implied it would be exciting, but I still don't know anyone who's died. Here we are, finally on our knees, waiting for the world to shake us off, like a bad case of the fleas. And I thought that I would miss other people, other places and other things more than I do. Things can be replaced, and places can be rearranged, and the only one who'll notice it is you. Here we are, finally on our knees, waiting for the world to shake us off, the bad case of the fleas. Do you remember what it was like before you were born? It won't be long before you're back there once again. To tell the truth, I can't remember much of anything these days. It's like they say, in our beginning is our end. Here we are, finally on our knees, shaking with each curse and every cough. And here we are, finally on our knees, waiting for the world to shake us off, like a bad case of the fleas. There it is, folks. As you can tell, it's a song that's about dynamics and the way that you play it. Obviously, it's all very tight and very close, and it's very small changes, but in that final chorus, you open it up a little more. In the middle eight, you open it up a little more before bring it back down to the verse. And that way you sort of keep the listener interested. Just the final thing, yeah, the tagline of the song, "The Bad Case of the Fleas," is a quote by the late, great George Carlin. And if you're not familiar with his work, I'd recommend checking it out because he was awesome. Anyway, enjoy playing the song. I hope you're all enjoying Buddies too. And hi, John. And I'll see you guys again soon.